What's going on, Raider Nation? We are back, part 2. Let's go. What's going on, Raider Nation? It is your boy, Exact Raider. Let me fix the camera a little bit. We are going to give our reaction. The Raiders have introduced their free agents, Jakobi Meyers, linebacker. I'm going to butcher this name. Let me see. I'm going to butcher this name, guys. Give me a sec. Let me get all the free agents that we have picked up so far. All right. We got Spillane, Philip Dorsett, Marcus S, Brandon Faison. They have all had their, I believe, I only see Meyers and Dorsett's press conference so far. I know Jimmy Garoppolo did not have his press conference so far. We are going to talk about that. I see a lot of people starting to blow it out of proportion already. Guys, Jimmy Garoppolo just did not sign the contract yet. It's not that they have any contract issues. It is just that he has not signed the contract yet. He is going to sign it. I believe tomorrow the Raiders are going to have a press conference for Jimmy Garoppolo. And then we're going to also talk about top free agents left. Hopefully I can get my our primo Nate on because, man, I'm gonna start missing this man. He's starting to play with me a little bit. I'm going to send him the link. Nate, if you're watching this, I sent you the link. Get your booty on here, bro. Like, let's get it, man. Let's create some magic today. Oh yeah, Jimmy Opolo. Jimmy Opolo isn't. You know what? Let me put it on. Jimmy Opolo is in the building. Let me put it on. There we go, bro. There we go. Jimmy Opolo, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna also, because there's something new that I want to try here. So there's something new I want to try here. So we're gonna try that, and then for you, I'm gonna say co-founder. I'm just gonna put Raiders Primos for you. We're doing this live. There we go. So they know we're part because they always get us confused. They feel like you're not part of it. I'm like, bro, we're Raiders Primos in full force when it's us too. But Nate, how you doing, Cuzzo? How you doing? Your mic is not on, as always. You always having mic issues.
I know.
Okay, now yeah, I hear you now. I hear you.
Wait, what? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. How you doing, Cuzzo?
See, man. Doing good. Nice fine day. Just getting just more news every single hour, I guess. It's pretty chill. I like it.
Yeah. Did you by any chance get to see any of the press conferences today?
No.
I'll probably play a snippet of it just to get you caught up to speed. Raider Geo, bro, we what's good? What's up, Primo's? Good to see you, bro. Raider Geo, salute to you. It's been a minute since we had you in the chat. Salute to you, man. I want some more defense, man. This is us. We agree. We want defense. I'm gonna play a little bit of audio here. Let me know if you guys actually I'm not gonna play it through my laptop. So we're gonna play some of the press conference today. Since Nate really didn't get a chance to really hear, we're gonna play snippets. We're not gonna play the entire press conferences. First up, we're gonna have Jakobi Meyers come up and give his thoughts of joining. I'm gonna see if I can find it here. Here's Jakobi Meyers. Hold on. We're gonna just play audio. Bear with me, guys. This is Jakobi Meyers.
Factor that play and you coming to the Raiders? A lot, like a whole bunch, honestly, because I feel like when I first met Josh, he was pushing me. Maybe at the time I wasn't his biggest fan, but looking back on my career, he helped me grow as a football player, as a man. So it definitely played a big part as far as me choosing to come here and just want to be a better person, a better player. So.
Vinny Monster with the Las Vegas Journal. You were here during the summer practicing. Did it any thoughts at that point in time, like, hey, this might be a place that I come to at some point?
Honestly, I had never really been here. So that time I was just soaking it all in, excited to see everything. The mountains still throw me off when I see them. The heat for sure. But, it definitely was a place I could picture myself at. I just didn't know how things would shake up in the future. So I'm happy it did work out.
Jacoby Hondo Carpenter, you talked about Josh helping you develop as a player and a man. Can you talk about his leadership style? What was it that appealed to you?
Mm-hmm. His thing is just ironing out all the details, Because I feel like if you take care of the little things with Josh, it'll make sure all the big things are erased. So he definitely drilled home, focusing on every single detail. If that's route depth, step count, inside leverage, when it outside, he made sure he drilled it. And if you didn't do it the way that he liked it, you repeated it. So I feel like that, like I said, it helped me as a man grow because it made me focus on the little things that matter in life and not just football.
Jacoby, Levi Edwards, Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, even though you're new to the team, you have a lot of familiarity being around the building with the joint practice and also the 2 times you played the Raiders last year. What's your thoughts on just the overall facility? And
Sorry, guys, that was their mic.
Nah, man, it's futuristic. Honestly, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. And I'm happy that I get to take advantage of it. Right, it's a lot of things they've walked me around and showed me, the training staff, the equipment staff, the weight room. I've never seen anything like it. I'm just really, really excited. That's really all I can say, honestly. Just excited.
Myers, Bear Nation Radio 920. How do you see your skill set fitting in with this team and their offensive weapons that they have?
They got some real dogs on the offensive side, and I feel like they can really play football, and I just be another piece of the puzzle, just trying to do my role, do my job, and hopefully keep this machine rolling smoothly.
You were undrafted coming out of college. Has it kind of set in for you to go from that to sign, your contract, your second contract in the NFL, and having this opportunity?
That's something I won't ever probably let myself forget. I remind myself every day, just so I don't get too big-headed. At the end of the day, you still that undrafted kid from Georgia. So, but even saying that, it's still those moments. It's like, well, you are that undrafted kid from Georgia. So it's some precious moments. Some precious moments with my family. I know my mom has shed tears. My brothers, everybody. I know they proud. I'm happy that I went through it, stuck it out, and it's just I smile, when I think about it. Like, I'm grateful. Just thank God, honestly. So.
Heidi Fang, Las Vegas Review Journal. Wondering how much of a draw it was for you to come to play with Davante Adams and how much you're looking forward to pairing up with him and working alongside of him.
Oh, man, that was definitely a big, not even just him, though. You got Hunter, you got Josh Jacobs, Jimmy G. Like, it's a bunch of guys on that offensive side of the ball that I was really excited. But just him, he's a great. And I feel like that gives me something to look forward to as far as the next level of my game. So just to come in here and just see what greatness looks like, honestly, and how I can just add that to my game, it was a no-brainer.
I want to stop it there for Jacoby Myers. Nate, what is your initial thoughts, bro? Like hearing Jacoby speak about, being here in Las Vegas, teaming up with Davante, and all these other weapons. What did you take out of that press conference? Not the entire presser, but the majority.
He's by the tone of his voice and like what he's saying, I feel like he realizes that he is kind of like that fill-in wide receiver 2 spot. Just just the guy to fill in. He's not gonna put up the most amazing stats, but he will. I feel like he's more of he's a more comfortable fit. I think he notices, and he's like already he knows how Josh McDaniel rolls. He knows how Jimmy G rolls. Like he's trying to make it seem like he knows what he's going to get into, and stuff like that.
And something that we didn't get to hear him say, but he said they asked him about the Patriot way, and because he's coming from New England, and Josh McDaniels came from New England, Dave Ziegler came from New England, Jimmy Garoppolo. There's a lot of New England players and faculty that is on the Las Vegas Raiders, and a lot of people think that the Las Vegas Raiders are trying to adopt that Patriot way. They asked Jacoby Myers about that, and Jacoby had this to say: the Patriot way is putting the team first before yourself. and which could become the Raider way. Um, how do you view that? Do you view that the Patriot way is coming to the Raiders, and man, we don't like that, but it's like, what have the Raiders been? The Raiders have been losing. The Patriot way has really worked for them and been successful. I know outside of New England, it hasn't been successful, but just hearing that quote that is putting the team first, because I think that we had that conversation a lot, Nate, that we will always get guys that it seems they put themselves first above the Raiders. We have said that no player is above the shield. Do you like that mindset that maybe that is what Ziegler and McDaniels are bringing, is that it is about the Raiders, it is about the team, and it's not about one person?
Yeah. I mean, you can't say anything better than that, like, as a Raider fan, and like that's what you always like root for. That's what you're rooting for. You're rooting for a team and not rooting for I mean, you're obviously rooting for the player, but you're rooting for the player because he's on your team, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's what I like. I don't care about no Patriot way or Raider way. I'm just rooting for, I just want the Raiders.
Yeah.
The heck kind of way is this?
No, and I think that's the problem, is that we look at this like, oh, it's the Patriot way. Well, I don't care what way it is, as long as it works. Like, like,
real,
as long as it means that the Raiders are winning, the Raiders are, getting towards greatness, I must say, then that's all that matters. That's all that should matter, right? Because the way I look at it, by him saying that, is like, we always fell in love with players. Let's be honest. The Raider Nation has been divided by one player. I'm not going to say his name, but we know who I'm talking about. Hunter Renfro's kind of a guy that the nation is kind of split. The Waller trade really showed that there was division in the nation with the Waller trade. A lot of these fans fall in love with these players, and I think they forget that at the end of the day, this is a business. And just because one player is great and they excel in their position does not make them better than the team. Does not put them over before the shield, that they're going to worry about this player before they worry about the team. Josh Jacobs, I get it. A lot of people's like, we need to figure out how to sign him, but he is not going to be above the Raiders. The Raiders will let him go if they feel that is what's best for the Raiders. Now, of course, they feel what's best for the Raiders right now is to keep Josh Jacobs. And they will try to keep Josh Jacobs. But if the deal doesn't work out and they're like, you know what, in the long run, the money that we will pay you will hurt us in the long run, it's not going to work out. Like, it's probably best if we you go get your bag, you go somewhere else, provide for you, provide for your family, and we'll figure out on our end. I mean, how do you feel about that? And like, that's where it's kind of telling me, like, Ziegler, McDaniels will do anything that benefits the Raiders. I know a lot of the decisions that they make will probably disagree with them. Are you looking forward to that? Maybe those tough decisions coming out, like letting go of a Josh Jacobs because of the paying $16 million for a running back. I wouldn't do that. Like, what's your viewpoint on that?
I mean, you have to make tough decisions. Yeah, I feel like letting go Waller was a tough decision before, handling Renfro, which, we have yet to do. Yeah, I mean, it's this league is just full of hard decisions that you kind of need to make. I mean, it's a job. Nothing's going to be easy, It's the NFL.
No, you're right. You're totally right. That's the thing. It's the NFL. It's a business. We've seen players come and go, not just on the Raiders, but on other teams too. Like just Chicago Bears moving on from Khalil Mack. They had it. I guarantee they did not want to trade Mack away. And then, there's a lot of business decisions that tie into this. And I said this morning, Nate. I said I think we are just so used to losing that when Ziegler, we don't know the plan. Like, of course, we as fans want to know the plan. We want to believe, but we believed last year that this team could do something, and they finished 6-11. So really, just us not making any moves, making any noise. I think we really cannot say, "Oh, the Raiders are not going to do anything next season. The Raiders are going to, shit the bed again next season." Do you think we can say that right now? that the Raiders are going to have a bad season based on the offseason so far?
No. What? No.
Yeah.
What kind of fan is that?
Bro, talk. As if Graf heard you, he would say, "Talk that shit, Nate."
Like, bro, I mean, shoot. If you're from the Bay, you of course been watching the Niners. Look what Jimmy Garoppolo did with them, bro. Like, come on, bro. You gotta have, a smile on your face at some point with
Yeah.
anything. You just gotta
So-
come in the season.
We're going to do a Raiders free agency recap. Shout out to Sean Johnson for sending me this. So far, the Raiders have re-signed Amir Abdullah, Natane Moody, guard, Brandon Parker, tackle, tight end Jesper Horsted, safety Roderick Teamer, fullback Jakob Johnson, and defensive tackle Jeffrey Tillery. The free agent pickups are quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, safety Marcus Epps, Brandon Faison corner, wide receiver Jacoby Myers, wide receiver Philip Dorsett, linebacker Robert Spillane. We have traded Darren Waller. We have lost Jared Stidham, and we'll release Stidham, Perryman, Moreau, and Billings. They were actually on their last year, so they weren't even like
and that one
releases.
guy.
Right now, Perryman and Moreau have been Perryman and Moreau are still free agents. Billings signed to Chicago Bears today on a 1-year contract. Stidham, as we know, went to the Broncos, and Waller, as we know, have been traded. Overall grade is a C. There's still plenty of guys available in free agency. Now, whether the Raiders go after anyone else, that is remaining to be seen. Also, we do not forget about this draft, guys. This draft is deep in the tight end position, corner position, and linebackers. Defensive tackle is the only one I'm nervous about, but I think we can hit on one early in the draft, maybe in the first and the second round. Teddy, you did tell us about Jimmy. I didn't want to believe it. Naked, I did not want to believe it. People kept telling me, bro, Jimmy G's becoming more likely.
He was our last. He was my last resort.
And I think that's where we're at, Nate. I think that's where we're at. Jimmy G was signed because Brady retired. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers wanted Aaron Rodgers can't take off that cap. Packers wanted so much draft capital. Jimmy Garoppolo was your last resort.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have another debate of who's better, Jimmy G, Derek Carr, because, in all honesty, Jimmy G was what's best for the Raiders right now. As I just said, Ziegler and McDaniels are going to do what's best for the Raiders right now. And for the long term, Jimmy G is the best option they had. Because who else was out there? Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke, Garner Minshew. Matt Ryan just became a free agent. We go get Matt Ryan. Who else is better than Jimmy G? And if someone says Lamar Jackson, I question your fandom. Because look,
bro,
dude. People who want Lamar Jackson, y'all need to get off Madden. Just get off Madden. Please. Take a break from Madden 23 or Madden 22, whatever you play. Get off of it. And take a break, because you need to come down to, we talked with our buddy Garrett and his Niners. You need to know the salary cap.
Yeah.
You need to know the salary cap. And the Raiders would not have enough money to pay Lamar Jackson and fix this defense. Because that's our main issue. We need defense. Real quick, Nate, we're gonna go into our top free agents so far that is left out there. Surprisingly, we have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we got from the Eagles. The Eagles corner, Gardner-Johnson. He is still a free agent. He actually tweeted out earlier today, the disrespect is real. Because he has not been signed yet.
Bro, come with your boy Epps.
Bring him over.
Come with your boy Epps, bro. Your boy came with, bro. Just follow your boy, bro. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Follow your boy to the dark side. Odell Beckham Jr., wide receiver, but it seems he may be going to the Jets.
He could stay over there.
Adam Thielen, another wide receiver.
Bro, Adam Thielen is so.
I'm not gonna lie,
underrated,
bro. I mean, hey, if something happens with
He is
Renfro, I
a
mean,
good wide receiver too, bro.
he would be a good wide receiver too. I would not be upset by that pickup. But again, I want to see what we do on defense. This is a guy. I would not mind to get, and I kind of want us to get him. Bobby Wagner. How you feeling about that, Nate?
For how much?
I mean, we late in the free agency, so like let me see his market value real quick. I'm gonna go to
Because
Spot
like,
Track.
bro, if he's
Let me
asking
bring
more
up
than
Spot
10,
Track. Let me bring up Spot Track. Let me go to linebackers because let me see his market. And Teddy, I seen your comment. Hold on, let me bring it up, but we'll get into that. We got you, bro. We got you. Let me see. Where is Bobby? Bobby. Where you at, Bobby? Bro, I cannot find him. Oh, there he is. Let me get his market value real quick. He's 32 years old. His market value is 3 years, for $27 million, which is rounding out to $9.3 million a year. I feel like too late. Like because where we're at in free agency, I'm not paying that much money for him.
Yeah.
And for 3 years, I definitely won't pay that much money. 32 years old.
He's
for
not
3
gonna
years.
be.
I feel like
standing up
just bring
for
back
you.
Perryman, bro. Bring back Perryman.
Yeah, didn't we like lose our like? What is that one linebacker that got signed?
Oh, Teddy, he might be going back to Seattle. Oh wow, wouldn't be surprised.
Bobby, that's crazy.
Won't be surprised. But real quick, and then we're gonna get to your comment, Teddy. Just give me. We're gonna go through these. We need a tight end. What do you think about Dalton Schultz? I think we talked about him.
Dalton
I had him on
Schultz.
fantasy, bro. He didn't do nothing for me in fantasy.
I mean, I still stay out. Wait, did Gesicki get signed or no? Because I would take
Gesicki did
Gesicki.
not get signed yet.
I'm taking Gesicki. Screw Schultz. I'm good.
It's funny you say that because under Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki. Give me your thoughts on Mike Gesicki.
Right now, am I good?
Hold on, bro. You like coming in and
Yeah,
out. What
I know.
happened?
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
All right. Gesicki, if you want to get an automatic touchdown in the red zone, which we haven't done in 10 years, he is your guy to throw to. So he is our
It does feel like that.
problem solver to grab, bro. He will catch anything in the red zone. He will catch your clutch plays one-handed. Like, bro, we've seen what he's done. Like this man is good. And he's like fairly young, right?
Mike Gesicki, I believe, yeah, he is. Let me go back to the tight ends. I believe he's 20.
I would give him a bag.
I want to say 27. He is pretty young. Where's my tight ends at? Pause.
He's really good.
Let me see. Mike Gesicki, 27. Let's check out his market value. His market value is at 4 years for $32 million, which rounds out average salary $8.2 million. We freed up $11 million from Waller, and you go down to pay Gesicki $8 million. I wouldn't be upset by it.
Yeah, I'm grabbing him.
I'll grab Gesicki.
Yeah. And that'll be it for the offense. I won't touch the offense for the rest of the offseason.
And that after, if you do sign Gesicki, that's it. That's it for. What about this guy? Would you bring Yannick Ngakoue back?
Nah.
I think I would. He had 8
You would?
sacks with the Raiders. He had 8 sacks with the Raiders when he was here.
What position though?
Here's the pro. That's the problem. He's defensive end.
Yeah, we have.
My problem is, if you bring Ngakoue back, who's the odd man out between Chandler Jones and like whoever? Because how are you gonna have them all three play on the field at the same time?
I'm starting Chandler, bro.
I think Chandler's gonna have a better season this season. This upcoming season, I think he's gonna have a better season.
Yeah.
What do you think about Jadeveon Clowney? He just got released from the Browns, I believe, yesterday. What do you think about him? Picking him
he
up.
plays the same position.
Defensive end, yeah.
But
he's kind of big. You could move him into the inside because he is pretty big, but he's not like big boy status to be a defensive tackle.
But we still have that young guy. What's his name?
Matthew Butler, Neil Farrell Jr., and I think that's all we got at the defensive tackle position so far that I could remember. Billings is signed to the Bears. Remind you of that he signed with the Bears. So we don't. Billings was our best.
Kalani
defensive
would
tackle.
be in between the two.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, he's not as big as a defensive tackle. That's a problem.
Yeah, he's like a defensive end, but plays inside.
There's not a lot of defensive tackles out there. There's what about here's a guy I really want to touch on. Julian Love, safety from the Giants. Played with
Yeah, I
Patrick
don't-
Graham.
I don't know him.
But the thing is, they said Marcus Epps is likely going to be the starter with Trayvon Merrick. And I broke this down earlier, Nate. Bro, this defense is sorry.
Well,
Right now, our projected starting lineup is defensive end, Max Crosby, nose tackle, Neil Farrell Jr., weak side linebacker, Devon Diablo, inside linebacker, Robert Spillane, outside linebacker, Darian Butler, defensive tackle, Jerry Tillery, defensive end, Chandler Jones,
not bad, bro.
cornerback 1, Brandon Faison, nickel corner, Nate Hobbs, cornerback 2, Sam Webb, free safety, Trayvon Merrick, and strong safety, Marcus Epps. That is a defense that's going to be 32 in the league. I'll tell you that right now. We got too many holes, bro, to fill. This is why when people question what is Ziegler doing, I'm telling you, we're going to have a lot of rookies on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to have a lot of rookies on the defense side of the ball.
Malcolm Kuntz.
Bro, he ain't going to be used. I gave up. I gave up on that.
Like
I gave up on that.
Can we just start him in D tackle position for like 5 weeks and see what he could do? Like, can we just give that man a shot, bro? Like, bro, come on, man. He's like DJ Turner at this point.
Hey, all you need is a shot, right?
Yeah,
all you need is a shot. Let's go and we're gonna answer some of these comments. Teddy says, "Hey, what's my expectations for this Cleveland Farrell that the Niners signed? I haven't seen him play. Who is this guy?"
Farrell.
Well, Cleveland Farrell is a former first-round pick that sparked this look. I'm about to pull it up because this is hella fun. Hold on, I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can find it because it was hella funny. But Cleveland Farrell was drafted in 2019. That sparked this look. I'm about to share it because it's heck funny. Let me see. Share screen. This basically went viral. It sparked this look. When the Raiders drafted Cleveland Farrell with the 4th overall pick, this is the look that went around the whole Raider Nation. Like, who the hell is this guy? Cleveland Farrell is a good run stopper. I will say that. He is a good run stopper. In the passing game, Teddy, he's not. But he didn't have a lot of help on the Raiders defensive line. Yeah, he had Max Crosby, Chandler Jones. But Max Crosby was probably the only shining star that was on the Raiders defensive line. Outside of him, there was really nobody else.
He was the only one doing consistent work.
I can see Cleveland Farrell having more success with the Niners, given the talent that is around him. I think he will have more success based off the talent that is around him. He will get a lot of one-on-ones. He won't be doubled up on the inside. The Raiders used him more on the inside, which he was better at stuffing the run. Now using him as a pass defender, that's up to the Niners how they use him.
Because their inner two is, oh my gosh.
Dude, they got freaking Armstead and Hargraves. Oh my gosh, bro.
And then they have, bro.
They got Bosa coming off the edge. I'm like, why can't we have a line like that? But we can. That's the thing. We can. We can have a line like that. And it's gonna come in the draft. Funny that you mentioned Bobby. I just played with the guy that works for the Seattle Seahawks. He said he might be going back. I would not be surprised. He is getting up. He's 32 or 33, somewhere around that. Getting up there in age. I think he's gonna have maybe a Woodson type of thing, where he's gonna finish his career. He's gonna play probably 2, 3, 4 more seasons with the team that he started with. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Let's get into some more of these names.
Why not?
and the free agent. Actually, let's listen to Philip Dorsett. We're gonna listen to Philip Dorsett. Let me pull up the Raiders.
Ain't he like 53?
Who?
Philip?
No. I think he's in the 30s. I'll say
Were
that.
you recently injured in a car accident?
Oh, so he's like 39.
No, he's not. Let me bring it. Let me bring up. Bro, let me bring it up.
I can look it up. Don't
Now
worry.
you're making me think.
No, I can look
He's
it up
30.
anyway.
I knew he was in the 30s. I knew that.
30.
I knew he was in the 30s. But we're gonna bring up Philip Dorsett, his press conference. We're gonna bring up a little bit of it. Here, let me bring it up.
He was picked in 2015.
Here is Philip Dorsett.
Sorry, Hondo Carpenter. Could you talk about your relationship with Josh and how it evolved, how it developed, and then your desire to play for him?
Me and Josh always had a good connection. I mean, I was always a guy that can play all three positions, and I mean, his football mind is out of this world, man. He's really smart when it comes to football and just putting things together, putting game plans together, multiple personnel and stuff like that. So, man, me and him have been close because we see eye to eye when it comes to football, and we've always stayed in contact, but. It was just an opportunity that came that I just felt like me personally I couldn't refuse, and I just want to come in here and just help this team win any way I can.
To Sean Reed from The Athletic. From your experience playing in the system, what does it take kind of comprehensively as an offense to make it go full steam ahead?
The details. I would say everybody got to be on the same page. Like I said, the details are huge when it comes to just knowing the ins and outs of everything. As a receiver, just attacking leverage, things like that. I mean, it's a lot of like minute things that go into this offense that you can't basically acknowledge. So it's an amazing offense to play in once you've been in it and you understand it and you know what's going on. So just got to keep going.
Keep going.
When you talk about that, there are certain guys that are not really responding well. Do you think it takes a certain type of person, a certain type of player to play in the system?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's just your attention to detail. Like what, not saying a certain kind of person, but just how much you put into it. You're studying, on and off the field. You just gotta make sure. Like I said, the details are big. I mean, you're gonna hear that a lot. I mean, it's a fine offense once you get to learn it, and it works. I definitely because it's always evolving. It's ever changing. And he's great at basically just putting his playmakers in position, making sure that you're whatever you're good at doing, he's gonna basically want to exploit that and make sure that that's what you're doing on the field.
Levi Edwards, Las Vegas Raiders. When you talk about being in advantageous positions with your skill set, why are you excited to be back in this offense?
I mean, it's just an offense that I was comfortable playing in, and I'm just excited. I mean, I just want to add another speed element to it, be able to stretch the field, be able to complement Devontae, Jacoby, Renfro. I mean, guys like that. I mean, everybody has talent. So just adding a speed element to it, being able to take the top off the coverage. You're going to see a lot of split safety. So basically just take advantage of those opportunities when they come.
Share with the Las Vegas Review Journal. When you mention that speed element and Devontae, he's going to get a lot of attention. That always does.
Yeah.
That free up. I mean, can you already kind of envision favorable matchups for yourself?
I mean, yeah. Anytime you got a guy like that on the other side, I mean, he's the best receiver in the league, and I mean, he's gonna take two people most of the time. So you're gonna have to need somebody that's gonna be able to take the top off, free him up, and then when he is getting double, I mean, somebody. You're going to probably be in one-on-one situations a lot, so he's got to be able to take advantage of that.
There's been reports you've run a 4.29 40, a 4.33. The factor is you're just fast, but what has been your best speed in the 40?
I don't know. It's around. I mean, there's been so many numbers that's been thrown at me. I haven't heard it all, but
4.3.
For sure.
That's Philip Dorsett, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders. Nate, what's your thoughts on his?
I looked it up. He ran a 4.3. Dang, heck yeah, he's gonna take that top off. That man ran a 4.33. That boy was flying, and he's still 5'10". I'm higher. I'm high. I'm taller. I'm tall. That's crazy. But yeah, he's fast.
I think what I like is that, and a lot of people want to talk smack about Josh McDaniels and this offense, but it seems like Jacoby and Philip, like they both like are excited to be back because they said how comfortable the offense is ran, and that Josh McDaniels will always put guys in a position to make a play. And I know people would disagree with me on this, but I think we seen that last season. The problem we did not see is execution. Renfro hitting Adams, but he always put Adams in the best position to win. Dude, how many times did Carr hit Adams on a wide open touchdown? Like, why? Bro, how are you guys not guarding Adams? Like, we asked that question. Like you
That
leaving
is the
Adams
question. How do
wide
you guard
open.
Adams?
Like, and it's just Josh McDaniels play, like his play calling. Maybe his play, like play making, and his play. I would say his play making is probably better than his play calling. Like when he chooses to call plays, that is better. But there's no doubt about that. His playmaking ability, like to make plays, to draw up plays for his superstars, there's no doubt that he can do that. I did get a lot of, and we're gonna, let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo real quick because I know a lot of people are talking about it because he did not have his presser today. Nate, are you worried about him not having his presser today? He didn't have his presser today. It's postponed.
Oh, I know
tomorrow.
why.
Huh?
I know why.
Oh, why is it?
Because he was busy buying the most handsome clothes in Las Vegas, bro. Like this man is getting his bag on, bro. He's becoming the most flyest person, not only the most handsome person. He was just busy buying. No, he was checking out the stadium.
No, he was at Raiders headquarters, I believe, late last night. I think he got in last night. And he was at the Raiders headquarters. Why the contract has not been signed, don't know why, but reports do say that it is not because there's a disagreement on the contract or anything. Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders have agreed to terms. He just has to sign it. So it seems, they both agreed to it. Jimmy Garoppolo seems to be happy to be at the Raiders facility. All he has to do is sign the contract, and they will have a press conference tomorrow. And we will give our reaction to that tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Real quick, Nate, I got to get out of here. I'm busy in the evening. Any last minute you want to touch on real quick before we head out? Shout out to Teddy and Raider Gio for pulling up. I know it's a short live, but you guys, if you guys can, please share the link around. We are getting close to 300. Let's see if we can get to 500 before the season starts. I believe in Raider Nation. We're a family, and we love talking Raiders football. But yeah, Nate, or as I should say, Jimmy Opolo. Any last minute you want to talk about?
I mean, it's just another, it's just I like the offseason so far. You can't complain.
I want to get your quick thoughts real quick. What do you think about Ziegler and McDaniels like moving slow? I talked about it earlier. Wasn't really able to get your thoughts on it. They're moving slow. How do you feel about building this defense through the draft? Kind of taking a page out of what the Niners kind of did. Building that defense through the draft, building a better team from the ground up, building a foundation, not going out in free agency and overpaying players to come in and they don't perform. I think like my argument was Ziegler kind of had a perspective after the Chandler Jones signing. He signed Chandler Jones to a big contract. Chandler Jones did not go out there last season and earn that money. Why they haven't restructured? It's your guess is better than mine. But do you think that kind of played a part? And also, do you feel comfortable with him attacking the defense in the draft?
I like it because he's trying to get it to where, like you had the stream earlier today, they're going for like a long term and like trying to get them like them good defensive young people, and I like that. We're not like trying to, I mean, we are trying to like kind of try to get the mix of it
Yeah.
with the signing the adults and then drafting the kids, and like hopefully that'll work. I like it.
I think, and I think it will. I think, like I said, there's a lot of holes to fill, and you have 12 draft picks. Now, someone in the chat in the earlier show, they said, would you still trade up for CJ Stroud if he falls to 3? Would you still do that? You have 12 picks. You have a lot of holes on the defense. You got Jimmy Garoppolo. Do you still look towards the future? If you're looking long term, as Ziegler and McDaniels has said, are you trading picks away to go get CJ Stroud? Or do you want to address the need, which is defense? And you can get a quarterback maybe in the later rounds, like in the 5th round, like a Tanner McKee or a Jake Hayner or a Jaron Hall or I don't know who else, Cameron Ward. I don't know if he's coming out next season or if he did come out. I have to look at that. But are you going in the late rounds in the quarterback, or are you going to try to go get CJ Stroud or go get a Will Levis or an Anthony Richardson? Are you still looking at those early round quarterbacks?
That's like, bro, that's a decision that only God can make. Cause like, holy, cause like, man, I still don't know. That's just too hard of a decision. That's why I'm not even a coordinator, no GM.
This is why we do that. We do this because we can just talk about it. We ain't gotta really come up with those decisions.
Man, I mean, shoot. To be honest, I would just go all out defense for right now.
No, and that's where I'm at. I think we are tired of seeing this defense just getting freaking walked through season in, season out. Not saying they were, for me, were they asked last season? Yes, they were. But did they play like asked to be like 32 ranked? Like it was like straight up just dog walked. No, there was some. We got to remind ourselves the Raiders lost out of the 13 games that they, or not the 13 games, out of the 11 games that they lost. 9 of those games were 1-score games. 8 of those 9 games that were 1-score games, the offense had the ball last to either go down and win the game or tie the game. And they only did it twice out of the 8 times that they did it. Given 2 of those times were in the same game against the Broncos, and the Raiders ended up winning that game at Denver. For me, it just goes to show, like, yes, there's a lot of pieces that this defense needs, because still, like, yeah, you go hold a team to 24 points a game, 23 points a game, but we did not get sacks. We did not get turnovers. And I think that's what Ziegler wants to build. He wants to build a defense that we can get turnovers. We can get sacks. We can pressure the quarterback. We can, knock these receivers off of their routes. Like we could, disrupt passes. That's what Ziegler wants to build. Not just be a bend but don't break defense. Be a defense that is going to help the offense. Like we said, the offense needs to help the defense. The defense needs to help the offense and give us automatic red zone opportunities. Make it a short field. I think that's what Ziegler's looking forward to. And I believe Ziegler can do that. I believe he has a plan in place. I believe Josh McDaniels has a plan in place. Just because we don't know the plan doesn't mean there's not a plan. Of course they're not going to show. Yeah. They're going to, bro, like we're fans. We're just fans. We're not part of the personnel. They're not going to show their cards. They're not going to show what they're doing to the media, so they're going to keep this in-house and they're not going to show it. We're just going to have to wait and see. Right, Nate? We're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, brother?
That's correct. I mean, no, that's it.
All right. Well, guys, on the way out, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like, hit the bell. Like I said, we likely are going to go live again tomorrow. Give our reaction to Jimmy Garoppolo's press conference. It is going to be probably late at night, probably like a 7 o'clock. Actually, not even a 7 o'clock. It is likely going to be later than that. We actually may need to go live Saturday. Give our reaction then, because dude, they switched. I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. Hit the bell. We're gonna have to figure some things out, because these next 2 days my schedule is kind of up in the air. So Teddy, get out of here with that, bro. This is a Raiders page, not Niners. Get out of here with that. All love to my cousin. But hit that bell, hit the subscribe, hit the like, so you guys can be updated when we drop a new video or we're gonna go live. We may do a quick video on Jimmy Garoppolo's reaction and give our thoughts because we may not have time to go live, but we still want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions. So stay tuned for that. We love you guys. Road to 500 at the beginning of the season. We hope to break 500 subscribers. Share the link around. Tell a friend, as our brother Wasted always says. We love you guys. We salute you guys. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you guys in the next stream. We love y'all. And as always, Raiders.
Raiders.
Vegas Strip. Let's go.
Let's go.